Hello and welcome to Harness Money. What is a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA is one of the most valuable tools that we have to prepare for retirement. Most likely, you are going to receive Social Security. If you're working in the public sector for a public company or even a private company, you're most likely contributing money into the Social Security system. But you can also save money outside of Social Security in order to prepare for retirement. And the Roth IRA is one of the best ways that you can do this. Now, a Roth IRA is simply a retirement account. It is not an investment. Anything that you put into this Roth IRA, you have to actually invest into assets. A Roth allows individuals to become asset owners, to buy certain assets like stocks, bonds, real estate. Those are things that you put into a Roth IRA and that you invest into those assets once you put money into this account. Now, you can just put cash into a Roth IRA. Any money that you put into a Roth IRA, you are going to pay the taxes right now. You're not going to defer paying the taxes. So traditionally, with a 401k or even a traditional IRA, you put money into those accounts and you're deferring paying those taxes until a later date. The idea behind that is that you're putting assets into those accounts now. They're growing tax-free. So your principal, you have more money to put and invest now, so it grows larger. Then when you go to withdraw any of that money, you have to pay tax on the back end. The opposite is true of a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k. When you put money in, you're putting money in and you're paying tax on that money now. The benefit is that this money will grow tax-free. So when it comes time, when you're ready to retire, you can withdraw the money from the account and do not have to pay tax on that money. So this is a tax benefit. The government just doesn't give tax benefits from the goodness of their heart. They want you to prepare for retirement. It's a supplement, hopefully, to Social Security. So if you're a public employee, you work for a publicly listed company or even some private companies, you are most likely paying taxes, paying into the Social Security system. The government knows that this is a burden that is being placed on the government. So they want other individuals to prepare on their own outside of the Social Security system for retirement. That way, people can be prepared for retirement and that they don't just have the Social Security benefits, because it's possible that those benefits get cut, that the government decides that Social Security is insolvent or needs to be on a better financial footing and that they are going to cut those benefits. So having income on the side, having another account with cash or assets is a way to give you as a consumer different options of where you want to pull money from. Now, like I said, the government just doesn't give you these benefits because they love you. They give it to you, but they don't let you put more than $6,000 into a Roth IRA per year. If you are under the age of 50, the limit is $6,000 per year. If you are over the age of 50, you are allowed to put $7,000. You're allowed a catch-up period to put $7,000 each year into a Roth IRA. Now, it's important to remember that you're just putting cash into this account. You have to actually invest into particular assets like stocks or bonds when you put the money into this account. The benefit of a Roth IRA is that you can treat this account like a bank account. You can put cash into this account and withdraw that cash at any time because you've already paid taxes on that money. If a year from now you need to withdraw any principal that you have added into that account, you can withdraw at any time with no penalty, which is better than a 401k. If you put money into a 401k and you try to withdraw early, you're going to be penalized for taking money out of that account, but not true with a Roth. You can put money into this account, you can put principal into it, but anything you make off of your investment into that account, anything above just your principal, like dividends, or if you put real estate, if you have rental income, if you have bond income, all of that income must stay in this Roth IRA till you are 59 and a half, till you are ready to retire. Remember, they incentivize this account to be a retirement account, you preparing for those days when you're not going to work. So anything you make off of your investments in this account must stay in the account, or you will be penalized. So you can withdraw your principal, but not any gains until you are 59 and a half. People don't really think about that when they put money into this account. They think you can withdraw any of it at any time. That's not true. You have to be careful about what money you withdraw from your Roth IRA, or there will be a penalty. Now, that is a huge benefit. Growing tax-free is a huge benefit in the long run. I would recommend that you put money into this account and save for retirement. That's always a good idea. But you want to keep in mind that this is intended to be a long-term investment, not something that you trade in and out of when you put money into this account. You want to put money in there and leave it in there for, let's say, 5, 10, 20 or 30 years, because the longer it stays, the more compounding that will happen on your investments. So if you invest in an index fund, or you invest in a stock like Apple or Disney, the likelihood that over decades it will go up is high. So keep as much money in there as possible. So you still want to have your checking account, maybe your savings account, and then also have this as another account. It's one piece of the retirement puzzle. There are other pieces, like I mentioned, your Social Security, Medicare, a 401k, or some type of employer-sponsored retirement. It could be a pension. If you work for a hospital or the government, that could be like a 457 or 403b. And then as well as your health savings account on top of that. And then finally, your Roth IRA. So this is just one piece of the retirement puzzle. There are lots of different pieces that are going to come together to give you a lot of money into retirement. So make it your mission to max out this account every single year. I personally try to max out this account before I max out my 401k. I like the benefits of the Roth more than the benefits of the 401k. I have a 401k because my employer contributes, but I don't love the 401k system. I like the Roth system. Where is your Roth going to be? You have a lot of different options. Two of my favorites are M1 Finance has a Roth account option, and Fidelity. Fidelity has also a Roth account. Not advice, just something that I use. They're not paying me. That's not a sponsor. It's just the tools that I have used and have found useful. Do your own research. Find an account that works for you. But those are two places that I like to go for a Roth account. Now, it matters where you park your Roth account because you might limit your options. You want to have as many investment options as possible. There are also companies that allow you to invest in real estate. You can also invest in real estate through your Roth. You can explore those if real estate is your game. I personally am just more inclined to do the stock market because that's what I know. Real estate is a little bit more work, but there are options to put real estate into your Roth account. You just want to have an account that has as many options as possible that you can put those assets into. So I highly recommend the Roth IRA. It has lots of tax benefits. It has lots of benefits for retirement, and it's one of the best things that you can do for your future self. You're planning today for your future self. That is what retirement is all about. That is what building wealth is all about. It takes time. There was a time where I was broke and living paycheck to paycheck, and I slowly had to crawl out of that place. And it started with a tiny amount of money. I didn't start by maxing out my Roth IRA. I started literally with $5 every single 2 weeks, and then increase that over time as I made more money. So try and max out this account before you move on to your taxable brokerage account, your 401k, but make sure that you incorporate this into your financial strategy in order to live your best life in retirement. You're going to live a long time. You're going to live longer than you think. I'm pretty young, but every single day, medicine gets a little bit better. So you're going to have more and more options as time goes by for longevity, for living a healthy, long life. So make sure this is incorporated into your financial plan. So that's a Roth IRA. That is what it is. I hope you found this fascinating, interesting. Stay tuned for my next video where I will go into all of the different benefits. I will break down all of the different benefits of the Roth IRA and go into more depth. Thank you for watching, and remember, make good money choices. Till next time.